Magical red rose. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was known throughout the village for her radiant smile and kind heart. Her favorite place in the whole world was a beautiful garden on the outskirts of the village, and in the heart of that garden bloomed the most exquisite red rose. The red rose was no ordinary flower. It stood tall and proud, its petals were soft like velvet, and its fragrance enchanting all who caught a whiff of its scent. The villagers believed that this rose held a magical power, the power to bring happiness and love to anyone who held it close. Lily often spent her afternoons in the garden, tending to the plants and flowers, but her truest joy came from the moments she spent with the red rose. She would sit by its side, telling it stories of her day, her dreams, and her aspirations, and in return, the red rose seemed to listen, its petals swaying gently in the breeze, as if nodding in understanding. One day, as Lily was sitting with the red rose, a traveling merchant named Elias arrived in the village. Elias was known far and wide for his cunning ways and his silver tongue. He had heard whispers of the legendary red rose and its supposed magical powers. Determined to possess it, he set out to find it. Elias weaved his way through the village, asking everyone he met about the red rose. When he finally reached the garden, he saw Lily sitting beside the radiant flower. He approached her with a charming smile and said, "Greetings, young maiden. I have heard tales of the wondrous red rose that blooms in this garden. Would you be willing to part with it? I am willing to offer a handsome price in return." Lily looked at Elias, her eyes filled with warmth and determination. "This red rose is not for sale," she replied. "It holds a special place in my heart, and I believe its magic is meant to be shared with those who truly understand its essence." Elias was taken aback by Lily's response. He had expected her to be swayed by his offer of riches, but as he gazed at her, he realized that her connection with the red rose ran much deeper than material gain. Determined to have the red rose at any cost, Elias decided to employ his charm and cunning in a different way. He sat down beside Lily and began to tell her a story of a young who was desperately seeking a red rose to save his ailing mother. He spun his words like silk, painting a vivid picture of the prince's light and tugging at Lily's heartstrings. As Elias finished his tale, Lily's eyes glistened with empathy. She looked at the red rose, torn between her love for the flower and her desire to help the prince. Sensing her inner conflict, the red rose rustled its petals gently, as if urging her to make a decision. Lily took a deep breath and looked at Elias. "I will give you a single petal from the red rose," she said, her voice resolute, "but only if you promise to use it to bring genuine happiness and love to those in need." Elias was taken aback by Lily's condition, but he agreed. Lily carefully plucked a single petal from the red rose and handed it to him. As Elias held the petal in his hand, he felt a warmth radiating from it, as if it held the very essence of the red rose's magic. With the petal in his possession, Elias bid farewell to Lily and left the village. He journeyed far and wide, seeking out those who were truly in need of happiness and love, and wherever he went, he used the red rose petal's magic to bring smiles, mend broken hearts, and unite separated lovers. Word of Elias's miraculous deeds spread like wildfire, and soon, people came from all corners of the land to seek his help. As he continued to share the red rose's magic, he transformed from a cunning merchant into a benevolent figure, known for his generosity and kindness. As the years passed, Elias's hair turned silver, and his steps grew slower, but his heart remained as vibrant as ever, fueled by the red rose's magic. And when his time to an end, he passed on the red rose petal to a young girl who reminded him of Lily. And so, the legend of the red rose continued to live on, touching hearts and inspiring kindness for generations to come. And in that quaint village, where the red rose had once bloomed, a new garden flourished, filled with flowers of every color. But at its heart stood a single red rose, a symbol of love and magic.